Hey everyone, here in Central Florida, Zone 9. Just starting my vegetable garden and herb garden. I do have some stuff left from last year, but no vegetables. But this is what I'm going to be planting today. First off, got some curly kale. Grew this last year. These things, I got like 10 pounds of kale. Then you know kale weighs nothing, and I just got an insane amount of kale. I planted it like right there. Gets a lot of sun, as you can see. Then Bonnie spinach that goes right with it, and these are pretty cheap too. These are only like I think like $1 a plant, so it's worth it for sure. You get so much out of these if you plant them right and water them right. Then I have parsley, flat Italian parsley. This is actually like 2 or 3 plants in there. You always got to check when you're getting these more expensive ones. See how you can see, like here, there's one there and there's one there. So you get 2 plants for the price of one. And this is sweet basil. This one also, you get your 2 plants, one here, and then you get one over here. Sometimes you can actually get like 3, 4 just in one. It's actually still worth it. But yeah, and then I have the marigolds. The marigolds are basically just to keep away the pests, whatnot. And then I also, this is the dirt I use black cow, and then I use, if you can see it, star green. Basically I use the star green as like my filler dirt, and then I use the black cow as like my main dirt that I chuck in the bottom, and then just kind of fill around the plants. Black cow is a lot more money than the star green, so. And also I did not pay $13.98 for these. I usually get them at Lowe's or Home Depot, and I actually just go to the section where they're saying, oh, they're dying. They're not dying. Marigolds could withstand so much heat, so much drought. They'll be fine. The ones that you should always get are the ones that are like 50% off or more. These were basically all dead. I didn't even think there was one flower on these when I bought them a couple days ago. So always look for this, not for, because they're 50%. It has a red line. I don't know if you could see it across the UPC there. The star green is also on sale at Lowe's right now, 4 for $10, so they're $2.50 a bag. Also, when planting, when you get this stuff from the store, there's going to be a lot of dead stuff. See a lot of brown and yellow stuff. That should all come off. Even if your plants look like they're like, wow, I took so much off that, that's okay. It'll all come back. Even on this one, see, there's like the browning here and there. This is probably like the best looking one I saw in the store. Like even on this, like I'll probably trim a lot of that yellowing stuff off before I plant it, but yep. So this is what the plant looks like after I took all the dead stuff off. And then there's the other one, and there's the other one. See, that's all the dead stuff. All I did was just use like just regular shields like this. Usually when I plant my kale, I usually just put them like 1 foot apart from each other. So you need a decent amount of room for putting in the area. Maybe really big. Like one of these plants, I think can get huge. Get like 1 or 2 foot wide and maybe 1 or 2 foot high. Really shouldn't be letting it get that high though. You should be constantly taking it out to get most of your crop. There's a hole I dug about that far apart, and then I'll show you what's next. And that's how I do one plant. That's the kale. Just take like maybe 2 handfuls, 3 handfuls, depending on the size of your hand, and just chuck it in the bottom after you dig your hole, and then just plant it about that height, and it'll after they're all planted in the ground, all 6. Now I'm going on to the spinach. Now on to the spinach. I'm going to be planting 6 of those, but I'm actually not going to be planting straight across. I'm going to stagger them, so it'll be like there, there, there instead. Just how I always planted them. So, and they are also 1 foot apart, just like the kale. After planting spinach and the kale together, and now I'm going to be putting this as the filler between all those plants, because I just used the black cow in the bottom of all those and then around them. You could always put more of that, or you could just use all that if you want to. It's just a lot more expensive than this. And before I forget, I'm actually going to be putting marigolds. Those, just randomly, I'll stick one like maybe here, there, like in between them, whatever. Maybe like 6 or 8 of them around these, just to keep the pests away, squirrels and whatever else. This is the finished product. All the marigolds in, kale and spinach. And it should just look something like that. Now all I have to do is just water it and good to go. I don't know how well I'll be able to record this, but basically when you take this out, you want to pull all the roots apart because there's 2 plants in there. So there's one here on the left, one there on the right. I could show you real quick, see if I could do it with the other hand. So that was that same plant. I just pulled it into 2 pieces, and there you go. Now you have 2 plants instead of 1 for the price of 1 pot. I'm also going to do the same thing with the parsley. I'm just, see, there's 2 plants. There's one here, one here. I'm just going to take it out of the pot and separate it, and I'll show you after. Same plant. Now we got 2 plants instead of 1 in 1 pot. So this is the finished product. All I have to do is just water them in. And this is after it's all watered in. Finished product on this stuff, the herbs. Yeah, I do have cages that I'm going to be putting on, like all of them, because they all just fall over like that. I want them to grow up more, so stake them in or cages. Hey, hopefully I taught someone something or someone learned something from this, but yeah, you know, I'm just doing it anyway, so I figure I'd just make a video and hopefully someone will like it or learn something. All right.